back to Tessa's art video. Today I will be drawing Bluey from Bluey. So the first thing I'm going to do is make a line across our paper. You can make a little hill if you really want to. You could either draw the house and then him next to it, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw a box and a triangle and then like a circular shape with a little doorknob. Then we'll draw a window above it and little pots of flowers. Then next to the house, we're going to draw Bluey and then Bingo. So you're going to draw a circle with two triangles stuck on top of it. And then you're going to draw like a box, two little legs, and little arms. And circle the parts that you're not going to color in. Now for Bingo, we're going to make her a little smaller. So write a circle with littler ears and a little body. Now that we know that we have both of them, we're going to draw the parents. So the first one we're going to do is Bandit, the dad. And then we're going to draw Chilli, the mom. And then we'll draw a sun. And then you can add a few clouds in the sky to show it's sunny and cloudy at the same time. And then you can add like little flowers over here. But I want to get to the coloring part. So I'll put this pencil right here. And I'm going to grab my blue marker. And I'm going to trace over the lines I wanted to be dark blue. Oh, and when I am doing it, I forgot to add the ears. And now, I'm going to, for Bandit, because the other ones aren't that color, I'm going to do the same color because I'm holding it. And then, for them, I'm going to do the light blue. For the stuff that I didn't color in, it's going to be light blue. Now that I have them, I'm going to add their face. The face might be a little hard to see, so I'm going to show you how to do it on a little thing. I'm going to show you how to write it on a thing because you can't see it over the dark blue. So I got another piece of paper. And I'm going to show you. So you're going to make a circle, and then you're going to go out, out, and curve them. And then you're going to add two little eyes, like that. Okay, just like that. Then, we're going to keep this black out because we're going to use it again. We're going to look in here. We're going to take our orange and, like, again, outline the stuff. We don't want to be orange. I'm going to do the mouth really quickly because it's the hardest part. And now, we're going to finish coloring our family of dogs. Now that we have our family of dogs, we're going to color in their house. What's their house color? I'm going to think about what's the house color. And now that I know the house color, I'm going to color it. So I know that the roof is like red. I'm going to outline the roof and outline this little line to make sure it actually looks like a red roof. Now, I remember it's like a tan color, so I'm going to use my special crayon and I'm going to color it in the color tan. You can color these things what you want. I think I will do it a realistic way of how to draw their house. You can really do it any color, it doesn't really matter. But I am trying to make it look like a real set of them. So this is what the coloring would look like if you colored the same way. I'm only coloring this because I want to show you what it would look like if you did it the realistic way. I remember their door was wet and it had a red door and it had a window on it, but I don't feel like doing that, so I'm going to leave it like that. And then I'll color in the sky. Notice that I'm going around my character. I'm not coloring over them like that and just scribbling over them. I'm coloring around them because I still want to see them. Because it's not just a drawing of a sky and a house. It's a drawing of a family, the sky and the house. And I'm going in between their feet and in between their ears because I want to show that they're standing behind something. If they were in front of something like their car, I would draw the car and then I would just draw their head and then draw their arms like out because then it would look like they're behind something. my blue has ran out of ink. So I'm going to use my special crayon blue to finish it. Now, if you want it to be like a storm, color the clouds in gray, or if you just color the clouds in gray for no reason, it's fine. That's what I usually do, but I think I'll just leave them white this time. And to make it quick, I'm going to take this off my crayon and rub it across. Making it the texture of real grass. Like, if you saw my drawing and I colored it in all green, you can tell it was grass. But if you take a crayon and peel it, and you spread it across on its side, you could see that it's grass. You could see more how it looks grassy and how it would be. And we always want to write our name on our paper. Might not work for crayon. Good thing I have a black crayon. And I'm going to write my name right here. So in case I drop it when I'm going to school and like for show and tell and I want to show my teacher and I'm dropping it and someone finds it, they're not just like, oh, this I can throw away. It's no one because it doesn't have a name. But if it has a name, they're going to think someone owns this. I should probably give it back. And then they're going to look for you and see who owns it and who takes care of it. And then I'll just color in the sun. Now that's the end of this Tessa's art video. And remember, keep drawing and keep writing. Bye.